I got you with the One Piece battle. This one is a good one. Well, interesting, but cool. I thought it was cool to think about. But I got Gold Roger fighting Akainu of the Marines. And they're fighting. They're fighting at Water 7. That's a random spot. Akainu just decided he wanted to pull up on Gold Roger. Not to say Gold Roger's alive. He's in his prime. And they're fighting each other there at that place. Alright? That's the scenario. So when it comes to physical strength, I have Akainu. Slight edge to him. Just slightly. It ain't that Gold Roger's weak. Just that Akainu's strong. He's a really strong guy. And I'm using Gold Roger, right? Gold Roger wasn't weak by any means. But striking power, Akainu. Lifting power, Akainu. Speed wise, definitely goes to Roger by far. And that's going to overwhelm Akainu. And that's what's actually going to give, Gold Roger an edge. And he's faster than Akainu by not just a little bit, boys and girls. you know, Akainu, he has just enough speed to be able to, dodge attacks. All right. Durability wise, Akainu has great durability. Durability. Actually, I'll give the strength to Gold Roger. You want to know why? Because his Conqueror's Haki is just extra. So, like, when he hits Akainu, it's going to do damage. But Akainu is really strong, y'all. So, strength goes to Gold Roger, speed goes to Gold Roger. But durability, I have to give that to Akainu. You know, Akainu can land some, hits on Gold Roger, and he actually can, y'all. Now, it won't be easy by any means. I would never say that. But he's still gonna get some hits on Gold Roger. Endurance wise, Gold Roger has it. Gold Roger fought for 3 days straight. Now Akainu fought for 10 days straight, and that is a lot. However, you guys ain't considering other things. Those were two conquerors fighting each other for 3 days straight. He ain't confirmed to be a conqueror, but most people in the community believe he might have it. I'm actually of that belief myself, but that's not confirmed yet, son. So we giving Gold Roger the endurance. You know, Intelligence wise, Akainu's smart. Not the smartest, but smart enough. Gold Roger, I would never describe Gold Roger to be a smart man at all. He's not. He's just smart enough to get by. But Akainu's now the fleet admiral. You can't be a dipshit leading the Marines, right? Experience goes to Gold Roger. Gold D. Roger, King of the Pirates. He's the man who set the precedent and kicked off the Great Pirate Era, right? He found the One Piece, right? He's the one who did that. When everybody was like, "You picked out, you this, you that don't exist," he's like, "No, the One Piece is real," and he fucking did it. And then he became a legend, right? So we got close skills going to Akainu. Now, Akainu is the type of guy who likes to get up close and personal. Um, Go watch Marine Forward if you haven't made it there yet. And boy, he was touching Whitebeard. And he was, man. Let's not even cap. Let's not cap at all. You know, most of the damage done to Whitebeard in that fight was from Akainu. You know, or during Marine Forward in total was from Akainu. You know, so this guy's, you know, definitely not, you know, afraid to, you know, come in and, you know, do some damage. And I ain't saying Gold Roger ain't, you know, Gold Roger's faster than him, stronger. You know, he's coming in to, you know, fuck him up too. But as far as close skills go, you know, he's the one hunting Gold Roger in this scenario, bro. Like Gold Roger's, you know, just chilling in this, wants to pull up on him and be stupid, right? So, you know, close skills go to Akainu, range skills go to Gold Roger. It's a move called this, son. Let me take you to Divine Departure. And he can use that lightly and he can use that not lightly. If he's using both of his arms, nigga, oh shit. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that one, right? So when Odin got hit with the Divine Departure, right, that was one arm. You remember that, right? If he had the two arm, the baseball swing in that, boy, you don't want to get hit by that shit, right? Oh man, that's the shit. You know, that's a range skill that Akainu has, and Akainu does have range skills. He can shoot the little meteor fists out of his. He can shoot his fists up into the sky and they come down as like little meteorites. Boom, boom, boom. But Gold Roger can manage that. He can't manage a divine departure. That's gonna do damage. Um, Recovery, I give it to Akainu. He's a Logia type devil fruit user. Gold Roger was known to have like a sickness, so I do give him points off for that. But in a fight like this, Akainu has a Logia type devil fruit, so you know he can kind of play games a little bit, regenerate a little bit. Maybe not regenerate in that way, but he can mitigate some damage, by becoming lava, all that. But it still does damage because of hacks. Now that's where we get to hacks, right? So hacks go to Gold D Roger. Gold D Roger has the hacks. He has all three types of hockey, and he's a swordsman, right? So that is there, and the environment also goes to Roger. He's been to Water 7 for repairs in the past, so he knows about it. Gold Roger wins this fight high difficulty. Be cool, go on the corner. And let me know what you think about that in the comments below, y'all. Gold Roger wins high difficulty.